Hello, dear friends. Since from long time we are discussing the Dread Departure, a well-known Indian English drama written by Satish Alekar. After discussing the drama, we are going to discuss now some significant incidents and symbolic elements in the drama. There is a crow and its significance in the last rites of Baurav's funeral. What is the crow and its significance at the end of the funeral and after the crematorium, after the cremation of a particular person, that is Baurav? The basic reason of the crow and its significance at the time of the death of a person. Hindu believe that when a person dies, his soul leaves body but is not released. A crow must touch the rice balls offered in the crematorium on the 13th day. Many times you have seen this incident because almost all of you, and including myself, I have seen many funerals and I have visited crematorium many times. Pindadan, this is a Marathi word used for that. After the death of a particular person, 10 days are strictly followed, many restrictions by the relatives of a particular person who is died. But after 10 days, there are some rituals and performances that are done by the relatives, either in the crematorium or on the bank of any river. So rice balls are offered to a crow, and it is considered, or it is believed, that if the crow eats that rice balls, there will not any desire unfulfilled of that dead person. The refusal of crow to touch them means that some wishes of the dead person are unfulfilled. The relatives are expected to express them and invite the crows to touch the rice balls. Relatives try to put the rice balls isolatedly so that crow should come there without hesitation and fear of all the people, and eat that rice ball, so that all people gathered there can go home with satisfaction that no unfulfilled desire is left out. Even if one crow nibbles at it, it is enough, but it is necessary. There are many tales that talk of this necessity in Hindu ritual, Hindu culture. Alekar here uses this superstition effectively when Nana appears as a crow and offers to touch the rice ball if the two youth stop their quarrel. In the form of crow, Nana comes there and touch the rice balls. The quarrel itself is a criticism of the meaninglessness of the custom. There is a quarrel between two youths that the crow should come there and touch the rice balls. The quarrel indicated in the drama itself, the representation of meaninglessness of the ritual by Satish Alekar. He tells the spectators that he is hungry. He tells the spectators that he touches the rice ball eagerly only in the morning because he is hungry, and says that his break is blunt because this constant nibbling of rice balls. Actually, it is taken ironically. Satish Alekar wants to underline the custom and ritual of crow and its touching to rice ball. He personally thinks that it is a useless thing that the people or the relatives of a dead person should wait there till the crow come and touch the rice ball. So this uselessness is ironically presented by Satish Alekar, showing quarrel between two youths and Nana's appearance and touching to that rice balls. Then there is another important question, that is the end of the play. The end of dread of departure is shocking like opening. The play ends with the fulfillment of Bhav's wish to burn in the old crematorium. As we have seen in the second act that Bhaurava wants to be burnt in the old crematorium, that is Omkareshwar, which is near to his house. Nana, followed by Bhav, reaches there, bribes the watchman, and the body is burnt. So all these ironic things in the society are presented. The watchman takes bribe, allowed to bring the body inside the Omkareshwar and burn this body by taking the bribe. All these illegal things are there and highlighted by Satish Alekar. The pyre is lighted with the watchman's lighter, pyre through which the heap of the dust or dung, cow dungs, heap of the cow dungs where the body is kept. And for that you have to light the pyre, and then the pyre lighted pyre is touched to that heap of the Bhaura, cow dung. So this pyre is lighted with the watchman's lighter. There is no matchbox also. Nana waits for the skull to break, and when it does, he leaves. So waiting till the sound, listening the sound of the breaking of skull is also essential thing. When Nana learns or hears the sound of breaking the skull, he leaves, feeling relieved that his father's last wish is fulfilled. He demands cigarette, but the watchman offers a bidi and Nana accepts it. We see him lighting it with a burning cheap wood from the pyre. We also see that he lights his bidi with the burning stick or wood of that pyre. The end thus is a criticism of many things. In one, Nana's feeling of relief, bribery, watchman's aloofness, and so on. Nana feels himself free from the bondages of his father. We also can see the watchman is taking bribe, that is illegal things are done openly. The spectators laugh but are horrified by Nana's behavior, though not shocked. Nana behaves in tune with his earlier question. Why did you wait for me? The body would begin to decompose. For him, cremation in time is more important than his presence for it. After the death of a person, it should be immediately cremated, because later on, after 4 to 5 hours, the body starts to decay. So Nana personally thinks that people should not wait for him because the body is beginning to decompose. So he gave prime importance to the cremation of the Bhaura than his presence for the same. So this is the end of the play. If the question is asked on the end of the play, you can write in this way. We will see some more questions regarding this drama and some ironic things also in the play in my next video. Till then, thank you.